And with little ado, the hull is now ready for finish primer. I started the day by sanding lightly the filler that I put in here and there on the hull the last time I worked. Then I cured over the weekend. And I sanded that, cleaned the hull, cleaned up the shop, rinsed the staging off, rinsed the floor off. And then I solvent washed this hull a second time. This area here that we're looking at was where all those repairs and scrapes and so forth were. And some of them I put in some more fairing compound, and you can just see the little bit that's left. It's not deep, but it's just a little touch up to kind of bring those up nice and level with the adjacent areas, and it'll just make the finished work a little bit better. Here on the transom, I had filled around some of this hardware where there were some scratch marks left from sanding. That came out well, just some little dots here and there where I filled. Sanded that all. And then the starboard side didn't have a whole lot going on, mostly up along the rub rail where I've sanded, and it's left some little places that I filled that you can see. This has been vacuumed and solvent washed twice. First time right after sanding, I use a good paint thinner to clean it, just to get the dust off. And then when all is said and done, I wipe down with the Alexial wipe down solvent, which is a proprietary solvent intended for use for cleaning prior to the Alexial paint. And I use it at the end kind of as the cleanest solvent to just take any residue off. So this is ready for finish primer. See you then. It's early in the morning, the day after I applied this finish primer, and I'm getting my first look at it in a cured state. This looks really good. This has been curing overnight, and I'm real happy with the finish. This finish primer is my favorite component of this paint system. It always goes on so nicely. It's a real pleasure. It just sprays beautifully, lays down beautifully. I wish the top coat would work as nicely as the finish primer, because this stuff is just fantastic. I went with white primer in this case because the boat's going to be white, so it just hides a lot better over the white primer. It's a little challenging to apply white primer over basically white high build primer beneath it. Makes it very hard to see, but time and experience has helped with that. Anyway, this primer looks terrific, as it usually does. It's just a really nice product. Next step from here is a light sanding with 320 grit to prepare it for top coat. It'll be just enough sanding to remove what little spray texture there is and scuff the whole surface to accept the top coat. It doesn't take much to sand this. So this will just be a light sanding, 320. After that, I'll strike the new lines for the boot top and mask that, and it'll be ready for white top coat on this hull. So finish primer is complete. The next steps I consider part of top coat application, so you'll see that in a later video.